out. So yeah, peace. I was about to put freaking what is it? Yeah, I got Doritos because I was eating Doritos like off stream. So yeah, just wanted to get that like uploaded here. Please say it was released in '09. Fuck's sake, bro. Excuse my language, but F. October 6th, bro, is when One Less Lonely Girl, which I'll be reacting to it. So yeah, but I would say that one Disney movie with the Yeah. Uh, TikTok. Very know that. I don't know. Can't do it. Yeah.
Parents weren't actually my parents. I don't mean I was adopted or anything like that. I mean that my real parents were stolen away and replaced by two complete strangers, and I had no idea. I bet you're asking how I didn't know. So I guess I should start from the beginning. I've been blind since I was 13 years old. Not completely blind because I still saw colors and shapes, but my vision was so bad that I could barely make out anything beyond that.
Oh my gosh. The same thing. But okay. So, ooh, this is interesting because here's the fact. The reason why I wear glasses because I kind of don't see like something afar. But if it's like the stuff that I know, like I could recognize like, oh, without my glasses, uh, that's a fish food or fish tank or my brother's um like I could see, but like I can't process it very quick. So that's my brother's piggy bank picture stuff. Like I could easily recognize stuff with them glasses, like easily, but now like I kind of like think for a bit and then say, oh yeah, that's that. So yeah, like I am not blind. I'm like I'm not like, oh, I can't see. I could, like go to a restroom without my glasses and come back. That's how like I am. Yeah.
It was caused by an accident, you see. That gave me a concussion and caused severe degeneration in my eyesight.
With me, it's just because I actually don't know why I wore glasses in my life. Ooh, cause I actually don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Like the stuff that people call other people like four eyes. Come on, dude. That's like old school type, like old school type. Um. What is the old school type? Um. Type. Rude comment or joke. Cause like to be honest, my life wearing glasses, like nobody calls me that. I think. Cause if I call another people that wear glasses four eyes, I say, oh shoot, let me roast them on like another joke. Like if it's like by my channel, like come on, dude. Like I'm like 100 plus subscribers strong. So yeah. So again, if you use uh exclamation mark command, um matter of fact, it's not that. It's exclamation mark commands. Not but will give you like a whole like just three commands. There's YouTube, Instagram, and video requests, and I created a video request forum where I can view video requests for me to react to or react to like as a video or really react to live. So use that. Then if you want to use exclamation mark video library Reddit Reddit no Reddit recap. This guy gave Jody, John, and Saikuno. Ooh, cool. Video request. If you do that, it will have put your video request here. I made a forum where y'all can use that command and then y'all can um you know put those commands there. That if you put exclamation mark YouTube, it'll Streamlabs and not, but send at the same time. Like you to talk about so the dogs clean. Use that to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then Insta, do that. Instagram, um, what else? Um, do that. You could see how many points you have. And then if you do store, you'll give it a second. If not, crap. Hold up. I thought I set that up right. No, no. I think exclamation mark redeem dab, and then right. That's how you, I don't know, but yeah. Hold up. I was just checking up how I want to do it. So yeah, use those commands. I'll clip this as uh explaining commands, and then yeah, so I'll have bunches of highlights, you know, out on my channel on here, and even on my YouTube channel. So yeah.
Glasses or lenses did nothing to help me see.
Actually, let me explain it more. Actually, no, I'm gonna explain it. I would say, ooh, I'll explain that. Um, I'll explain that on my channel later this week. So stay tuned for a video on that. Um, whether else, I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah.
So I had to undergo a special treatment for 2 years. It was scary at first, not knowing.
Like, to be honest, I never went to the hospital for eyes. I just went to a normal like eye doctor, building or place, just to get glasses and stuff. So yeah, I think soon I need to get new glasses, cause uh these I've been using for, I think, a couple of years or a year or two, not that sure. But yeah, I really need new glasses, cause yeah, but they're very expensive. All right, very expensive.
Knowing if it would improve or worsen my vision. But my parents were really supportive and did everything they could for
So
me.
yeah, I'm a
Then something changed. About a week into my treatment, my parents started acting oddly. Because they
yeah.
couldn't see, I wasn't able to figure out what was wrong. But their behavior started to change. They didn't seem like my parents anymore. I put it down to the stress of the treatment and all of the operations, and gradually things seemed to go back to normal. They became the usual loving parents I knew them to be. The treatment went on for 2 years.
Right.
It was a slow, nerve wracking process, but gradually I regained my sight and was able to see again. I was so excited. The doctors discharged me the day I recovered my eyesight, and I called a taxi to take me back home. I wanted to surprise my parents, so I didn't tell them I was coming. The first thing I wanted to see was the smile on their faces when they realized I had my eyesight back. When I got home, Mom was in the kitchen. I was about to greet her when I stopped myself, feeling a sudden sense of panic. It wasn't my mom. The woman in my kitchen was short with pointy shoulders, and I knew for a fact that my mom was taller than my dad and had a rounder physique. There was no way she could have changed that much in the last 2 years. I immediately thought it odd, and my instincts told me that perhaps now wasn't the best time to reveal I had my vision back. At least until I knew this woman really was my mom. Mom? I said quietly, and when she turned around, I struggled to hide my shock. This wasn't my mom at all. Her face was completely different. Honey, I didn't realize you were back. Why didn't you phone us to pick you up? She said. Her voice sounded similarly, and when she turned around, I struggled to hide my shock. This wasn't my mom at all. Her face was completely different. Honey, I didn't realize you were back. Why didn't you phone us to pick you up? She said. Her voice sounded similar to my mom's, but now that I had it paired to a face, I realized it wasn't quite the same. I told her I had wanted to come back on my own to improve my independence, and she smiled at me. I pretended to look vaguely over her shoulder, as though I couldn't see her face. Inside, I could feel myself panicking. Who was this woman, and why was she pretending to be my mom? Where were my real parents? Was my dad not my real dad either? I've made your favorite chocolate chip cookies, she said. I'll get them out of the oven, and you can tell me how the treatment went over cookies and milk. I nodded wordlessly, trying not to freak out. The best thing I could do for now was pretend everything was normal and try and figure out exactly what was going on and where my real parents were. I sat down and told my mom that nothing had improved yet, and the doctors weren't sure why. And she reached over to take my hand, telling me that one day I'd be able to see again. As she said it, though, I saw a dark look cross her eyes, and what would normally be a comforting gesture felt strange and threatening coming from a stranger. I
That's
was
weird.
thinking perhaps we should take you off this treatment, she told me casually as I nibbled on a cookie. I almost choked, asking her why. Well, it doesn't seem to be working. Perhaps we could try something else. I didn't know what to say. She wanted to take me off the treatment that already had given me my eyesight back. Was she worried that once I'd be able to see,
Okay, so my plan for this week is to get J Balvin meal, film it, and then film another video for this week. So there'd be two videos. One, I think, Thursday, and another one for Friday. Because I just want to, like tell my YouTube audience like what's going on and like the future of um, you know, my YouTube career. So yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. Cause yeah, clip this if anyone is watching. Um, and email the that exact clip to me. So or put in the chat because I could read it. Um, for my YouTube audience. All right, here it is. the The future of this channel is one to, cause I want to, I have another channel. I have a bunch of channels that I don't use or haven't used. So that's why I've made renamed Ventilock to Little Ox Clean AVM VODs. So that channel is mainly for VODs, like full length, like stream VODs. So I will post my first ever like Twitch stream VOD on there. And then I'm gonna just say Twitch stream VOD that date, and then I will go along to that. So yeah, and then um the future of the channel is, ooh, this, like, I got my music channel, I got my source channel, cause uh, yeah, so like everything it's aligning to me for what I want. So like I'm just glad that I have like this audience, which I'm gonna like announce it to my friends next week. Um, and I won't disappoint my friends around the world. Um, whatever I What's up, Brickmud222? Welcome. Use hashtag commands. You'll see the commands, or put hashtag video request, and the form will, open up, and then I will, have it opened up to see like what kind of video you want me to watch. So yeah.
I'd know she wasn't really my mom. I quickly tried to think of an excuse. How about we give it a few more weeks, and if it doesn't work then, maybe we could consider something else? I told her, hoping she'd agree. I was worried that if I stopped the treatment, I might lose my eyesight again. She eventually agreed, though I could see on her face that she was unhappy about it. I smiled at her, pretending everything was fine, and quickly went up to my room. It was amazing being able to see everything again, but the whole experience was ruined by the revelation that for the past 2 years, my parents haven't really been my parents. A few days later, I had another appointment at the hospital. Once they dropped me off, I went inside and waited for them to leave. Then I got a taxi straight back home, asking the driver to drop me off further down the street so they wouldn't see me. My dad, or the person imitating him, since I soon found out he was a stranger.
Why do I keep hearing like like paper flips? That's weird. That's
Too.
weird. Cause I heard that once and I heard it again twice. It seems like this animation channel is fake and someone is voice acting it. Like, come on. That's definitely true. That's definitely true.
Was at work, but Mom would still be at home. I had to sneak in somehow without her noticing, so that I could investigate. Now that I could see, there must be some kind of clue in the house to help me figure out what had happened to my parents. I waited until Mom went to the bathroom, then snuck in through the back door, creeping silently up the stairs. I went and hid in the wardrobe until I heard her leave the house, presumably to go grocery shopping.
Oh, also, hold on, user in chat, let's see. Oh, frick. So yeah, what's the other thing that I'm gonna say? Frick. Oh, frick. I, I don't know.
Stealing my chance, I began my search of the house. Everything had changed since I last saw it. The walls had been repainted and the furniture was different too. I
I
decided I
see.
hated it. These strangers had completely invaded my home. They had taken advantage of my blindness and stolen a life that did not belong to them.
I'm thinking what to stream for like another 2 hours. So I mean, I stream for a full on like over 4 hours. So that's a good amount of stream today. So it's like I will try to make into a highlight uh for my channel and yeah. So and I will like explain my recent absence from um YouTube because I clearly haven't uploaded a video for I would say over a day. The last one was like my reaction was like over a week ago. Like literally the day before I've like September ended. So yeah. So I think I had to explain my recent absences from YouTube. Um and then like just some updates, and I will make that into like an instant premiere or like a premiere for later. And then cause this Sunday, part two of Kara's Mark McCrudden's girlfriend's video from I'd say 2 days ago, because I watched it with McCrudden, with McCrudden's girlfriend and another person. Which come on, I will say everything. I think in Thursday's video and in Friday's video I will try to Friday or Saturday's video I will test out the J Balvin meal, which literally just came out like a day or two ago. That might blow up. And if they like remove the Travis Scott meal, because bro, I really want to you're still eating the Travis Scott meal, like goddamn. But now it's time for the J Balvin meal month. Like holy my god, a new month, new meal from McDonald's. What's next? The Justin Bieber meal? That's just me, alright?
I went into their bedroom, searching through their things until I found something that filled me with sadness. A box of my parents' old things, bank cards and passports and old family photos. They had all been hidden at the back of the wardrobe. I touched the faces of my parents, wishing I could
Mm-hmm.
see them again. They had to be somewhere. I couldn't stomach the thought that they might be. I heard a car
Mm-hmm.
door slam outside and felt panic run through me. She must already be home. I put everything back where I had found it and ran out of the room just as the imposter appeared at the door, a shopping bag in hand. She seemed surprised to see me home, and I realized I couldn't pretend to be blind anymore. I faced her and demanded that she tell me where my real mom was.
Hold up. I'm literally such a freaking like fly, like mosquito.
She acted innocent at first, asking what on earth I was talking about. I am your real mom, she told me.
God.
No, you're not, I said, coming down the stairs towards her. I can see now.
So yeah, I would say at the 2 hour mark I will end the stream. So right now it's 8:39. So at I would say I started at 7. Technically I started at 6:50, and then the actual stream started at 7. So I think I would say at 9:50, 10 p.m. I will end the stream, because I just want to, chill out with Blue Dino, and I will probably after that I will make a highlight out of this, post it onto my channel, and then yeah. Then whenever, cause like I need to explain my absences from uh from my um YouTube channel Thursday, and then Friday or Saturday I will, upload a chasing video of the J Balvin meal. So got you covered on that, people. So expect a two versions of the tasting reactions of J Balvin meal. So yeah.
The treatment worked, and I know you're not my mom. She dropped the shopping bag she was holding, and a glass jar shattered against the floor. A haze of anger came over her, making her eyes go down, and she took a step forward, raising her hand. I thought she was going to hit me, but she stopped herself.
I hear some type of sound at the background. What the flip?
The anger quickly faded from her face, and she began to cry instead. I'm so sorry, she sobbed, covering her face with her hands. I'm so sorry. We just wanted a child. We just wanted a perfect life, that's all. We couldn't have one of our own, so we had to take someone else's. I don't understand. What are you talking about? Where are my real parents?
Again, another one.
She ended up telling me everything. She and her husband were at the hospital one day after just finding out they could never have a child of their own, and were
Damn.
devastated that they couldn't start their own family. They had seen me in the hospital that day too, and had overheard the doctor talking about my blindness and how it was unlikely I'd be able to recover my sight anytime soon. In a state of desperation, they kidnapped my parents and tricked me into believing they were my real mom and dad so that they would be able to have a child of their own. My parents were still alive, and they'd been feeding them, but they had been locked in a house for 2 years while these strangers pretended to be my parents.
The flip.
I was horrified. I didn't even know what to say. All of this just so that they could have their own child.
Actually, I want to.
I demanded that she take me to see my parents, and she agreed. She drove me to an abandoned house on the outskirts of the city where they had been keeping my parents locked up. When I saw them, I started crying. I ran to them, throwing my arms around them, and they were so relieved to see me. The woman helped me get them both home, by which time her husband had returned from work and looked horrified that the secret had gotten out. My parents called the police to explain what had happened, and the two imposters were arrested for kidnapping and impersonating my parents. Things finally started to get back to normal. I felt horrible for what they had been through the past 2 years, but now I'm just glad we're back together again, and I can finally see properly.
Hi there. My name's Lucy, and I want to share with you my story about how my husband started shrinking. I know, sounds crazy, right? Well, if you stick around, you'll get to find out exactly how this happened. I met John during our last year at college. He was on the basketball team and had always caught my eye whenever I walked past the gym because of his tall frame and muscular physique. He was definitely the tallest guy on the team, and I think that's why I always noticed him. We first met when my friends and I went to watch a game in the gym, since one of them knew a guy on the team. We'd been sitting on the benches at the side when someone threw the ball funny, and it came bounding towards us. I managed to throw my hands up in time to prevent the ball from knocking me out, but it was still embarrassing. Then John had come running up to me, asking if I was okay. He gave me this winning smile, and all I could do was nod mutely like some crushing teenager. My friends had laughed at me for it, but after that, I began to bump into him more and more around campus, and we eventually got to know each other. He saw me in the library reading a book about architecture once, and struck up a conversation about all of his favorite places to visit. I had to admit, I was attracted to him from the start, and it seemed like he was interested in me too. He eventually asked me out on our first date a few weeks later. I'd freaked out about how it was going to go, but it ended up being super casual and a lot of fun. We went to see some horror flick that was playing at a local cinema, and got hot dogs afterwards from a stall. That's when I realized I really did like him. He was fun and social and made me feel completely at ease. The first night didn't go.
Actually, again, I want to, I'm just looking, want to see the weather for Thursday. No, no, yeah, no, wait, no, yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Let's see if we're good to work. Yes, okay, we're good to work on Thursday, Friday, but Saturday is gonna rain. So Thursday, Friday, ooh, but Tuesday I'm gonna be back. Yikes. Yikes for me, boys. But yeah, Thursday, Friday we're good to work. So if I ask my mom if we can, work at the trailer, I think tomorrow, she'll say yeah, sure. But what about my brother? I'm. I ask myself, why am I sucking myself in third person? What the flip? That's weird. I ask myself that. No! What the heck am I talking about? What the heck? What am I on about? Frick. Um, I don't know, but yeah, weird. Actually, no, yeah, cause there's no school for I think for Gwinnett County or for Georgia, so we're good because one, students are gonna be doing like if in person students if the teachers for in-person students give them home or like physical homework to do like while on break, that means that my brother could help us, work on the trailer for the next, I would say, 2 days, and then Saturday, Sunday, Monday it'll be raining, and then whenever I think it's gonna be like every Saturdays, I will be me and mom are gonna be trying to fix up the trailer a bit. Like, uh, we had to work on it like this week because that's the only week that I have no school. So I have to, get out. And yeah, so I think I would say, ooh, because I would say like after we're done with the work, I'll be doing streams. So morning streams aren't gonna be a thing because I'll be going to Winder, the place we're gonna be living in, possibly fingers crossed next month. So let's hope for next month because I'm trying to get this documentary out. This like doc this doc out on my birth month, on in December. Like everything I want to get complete before 2021, because 2021 I can't wait. So, cause I got Appalachia to be focusing on, cause like bro, like people are gonna be noticing me at freaking Appalachia. I'm just getting excited because oh my god, Appalachia gonna be the best life for me. No, it's not because I'm gonna get a new girlfriend. I ain't gonna cheat, okay? I hate that. So I'm gonna try not to like think about no one, only my girlfriend, Callie. Cause, bro, to be honest, like there's only like, I mean, like after today, there'll be 12 days until our 1 month anniversary, which I'm trying my best to think like what stuff I need to give my girlfriend. So yeah, I think it might like give me like 40 to 50 bucks just to um put it in a like a payable credit card that I will put that in my phone, but I'm not gonna save it. All right, I'm gonna think about that. So I'll do that. So I'll buy her like like a stuffed animal, saying that say some nice stuff to her, and yeah. So what time is it? It's 8:50. So at 9:50 I will end the stream and then talk for a bit and then until it gets to 9, and then yeah, so yeah.
Go anywhere. I guess we wanted to take it slow and just enjoy the time we spent together. After that, we started meeting up more, going out for lunch and doing stuff together after classes.
Hold up.
We started officially dating soon after, and we were happy. John made me feel more confident in myself, although we did attract some unwanted attention. John was an attractive guy, and a lot of girls were interested in him. So when they found out I was dating him, some girl they'd never heard of, things started to get a bit awkward. The point is, John was an attractive guy and he made me happy. We dated right up until the end of college and a few years after until he finally proposed to me. We spent the next 7 years as a very happy couple. But I should have realized that something was going to go sour. These high school sweetheart romances never do last, do they?
Nope.
John's height had never bothered me. It came in use when he could reach the top shelf of the cupboard and I could only reach the bottom. And I was forever asking him to get things down from the shelves in the supermarket when I couldn't reach them. It was a
Bro.
little quirk to our marriage, one that we navigated like any other thing. I remember our first kiss being something of a challenge, though. He'd had to lean right down to even reach my lips. How embarrassing. But he just laughed away my concerns. He never seemed concerned about our height differences, so I never paid him much mind either. But his tallness made it even more noticeable when something was wrong. I could tell if his back was sore from work, or if he'd pulled a muscle during training, or even if he wasn't feeling all that great, because he always stooped slightly if his body wasn't in full health, and I always noticed it. That's why I could tell straight away one morning that something was wrong. He'd had to stand on his tiptoes to get a bowl from the shelf, which normally he would have reached with ease. It was only a slight thing, not overly noticeable, but I still brought it up asking if he was feeling okay. We were only young, still in our late 20s, but I knew tall people succumb to health problems a lot quicker when it came to their legs and back. He had brushed away my concerns, insisting he was fine, that he was just feeling a bit stiff that morning, and I thought nothing of it for a while. But then his behavior started seeming a bit off too. He would stay later at work, and sometimes he would leave early to go jogging before work. But I remember finding his trainers still in the wardrobe. I never brought it up because I hated putting pressure on him like that. And I thought if there was something wrong, surely he would tell me. Because that's what married couples do, right?
Yeah.
A few days later, I noticed he was struggling again to reach things he normally had no trouble reaching. He had to stretch right up on his legs, and even then, his fingers barely touched the shelf. I went to say something, but he said he was fine before the words were even out of my mouth. I kept my silence, but it was obvious something was wrong. Before I knew it, it got to the stage where it was something I could not ignore anymore. My husband was getting shorter. It sounds absurd, I know, but we'd been together for 10 years and it wasn't something I could just fail to notice. John was shrinking somehow. His trousers would trail along the floor and he would sometimes miss a step, as though he was expecting his legs to reach a lot further than they could. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't reach as far as he could before. It got worse as the weeks wore on. It was getting really noticeable that his body was getting shorter, that he was losing his height. But whenever I tried to bring it up, he said it was nothing. How could it not be nothing? He
Bruh.
started staying later at work again, and I barely saw him on weekends as he always had some errand or other to run. I started to get the feeling he was avoiding me. But why? What was he hiding? One night he came home late again, but I was still awake, waiting for him. He seemed surprised to see me, and then guilty. And he told me he was sorry for being late again. He got held up at work with something, he said. I asked him what was really going on. He'd stopped, breathing heavily for a moment, then covered his face with his hands. He told me he thought he was cursed. My first reaction was to laugh. Cursed? What was he talking about? He
True.
looked at me seriously. I could see by the look in his eyes that he really believed what he was saying. He told me that he was shrinking, that his body was getting shorter somehow, and that it must be a curse. I told him that was absurd. Why would he be cursed? That's when he broke down. He told me he'd been a terrible husband, that he was being punished for it. When I asked him what he was talking about, he just looked away, as though he couldn't face me. Then he said, in a small voice, that he'd been seeing another woman. I didn't know what to say. I hadn't expected him to come out right with the truth. Cheating on me? I stared at him, dumbfounded. He was shrinking because he was cheating on me? I had to laugh then. I didn't know what else to do. I was angry, but also shocked. We said nothing more to each other that night, staying on our separate sides of the bed. When morning broke, the first thing I did was arrange an appointment with a specialist. He might have been cheating on me, but I couldn't believe that my husband was getting smaller because of a curse. John
Damn.
spent the whole morning apologizing to me, saying he would make it up, that he was sorry, that he wouldn't do it again. I ignored him and told him that he was coming with me to see a doctor. He'd shut up after that and spent the rest of the day until the appointment shooting me guilty looks. At the hospital, the specialist had a look at John's spine and back and arranged for him to have an x ray. But just judging from what we had told him, he said it sounded like some form of disease that causes the spine to malform, which was the most likely cause of this shrinking. It wasn't life threatening, the doctor had said, but John would find himself encumbered with various back problems later on in life. We left the hospital in silence, not sure what to say to each other. My husband, who I had loved since college, had a rare spinal disease, and he was cheating on me. I had never thought things would end up like this when I agreed to marry him. The thing was, I couldn't bring myself to face a divorce. I was angry at him for seeing another woman. Of course I was. But the man had just found out his spine was getting smaller, and I didn't feel like it was the right time to throw him out on the streets. When we got home, we had a serious talk. He told me with all the sincerity I knew he possessed that he loved me and that he wanted to make things right. So I said yes. I gave him another chance. And since then, he stayed true to his word. He's shorter than when I first met him, almost the same height as me now. But I know he loves me. And we're happy.
Yeah, okay, so It's 8:58, so I think I would say um yeah, so I will look for another video to watch. You know what? F it. Alright, cause I sincerely want y'all to know how good my shaking is, so I know that this part might get muted, but I don't care. So we need this track. So we need is ooh, okay. I think we need is ooh, ooh. F it. Going with this. 20.5 million views. Ooh, ooh, here we go. This is, by the way, before I get started with this, okay, we're not exposing, everything. Oh crap. Okay, yeah. Before I, get started with this is straight from my heart, and this is a diss from Lamel. It's him before they, yell at me next week. So here we go. This is Twitch exclusive, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not gonna put this as a clip to put on my YouTube channel. So yeah, here we go. Here we go. Ooh. Here we go. Yeah. Lamel, you said, oh, you're not gonna be putting this channel on YouTube. On YouTube. On Echelon. Shoot. What happened to that? What happened to that lawsuit that your mom commented on? My popular video with over hundreds views. 100 views. Over 100 views. And I don't give up about what I had to say because I am the strongest channel in Georgia, and soon I'll get my very first paycheck from YouTube, and I'll get that paycheck. And you said, oh, you ain't gonna that paycheck. Yes, I will, and I'll approve it to you next year. Oh wait, I ain't gonna be in Lawrenceville because I'll probably be at Winder, and I don't give up about what I had to say, about what I had to say, and I don't give a frick about what you have to say, because I am 100 plus subscribers strong, and I got over 5k views, and soon I'll get 10k views because of my videos, because and my viewers don't give about you, and because they say, oh, Oh, I'm good, a little oxy, killing me on August 25th, 2025, and that's a possible Boxing Day because I try workout next month, and I don't give a about what I had to say. Lamel, bruh, that was a fire diss track, bruh. Ain't gonna lie. Excuse me. Ready rate cap sometime this week, so I'll be reacting to that as well on my stream. Yeah, haha. So anyway, this is the second one. Again, everything what I'm gonna say, this is Twitch exclusive. You're gonna hear the very first, like, me singing it. Like, I don't care if I, say some random stuff that I say onto my voice notes. But, yeah. So yeah, here we go. Little Octoclee, let's go. Yo, Lamel, you said we're just Mama just put that because she just mad because this year is gonna be my year because which is kind of voice because I am the most the most poppin', content creator in at HCL. I know Key Blitz, AOK, Auto Kicks, and those people know Crypto Rapper and everyone in the Ritual Cipher, and the Pop Cipher, and the Cookout, and the Cookout Cipher, and I wish this like come back this year because the drama in this year is kind of dry. I ain't gonna lie because I want some back and forth diss tracks just like the 2019 and earlier. And the reason why because I just want to say this. I'm gonna say this. It's a janitor, and even our brother is a janitor at 23, and that's true. You can talk about it. What's the going forward? That's why I did make it soundproof panels because I need that. So anyways, it's true. My brother's a janitor. You can talk about it. You can on him. Like, come on, dude. You can on him. So, cause by the way, with Dax, he used to be a basketball player for the NBA, but he did got picked up. So, yeah, he got drafted. But after that, he was actually a janitor, and then people meme him about that. So I'm just saying it publicly that my brother is a janitor, which is weird because Dax is a janitor, my brother is a janitor. Like, what the heck? It's really, really, like, what is that word? I can't pronounce it. I sometimes say that word. Coincidence. Yeah, that word. So, yeah. Where am I? I don't know. I'm just gonna Forgot where. Yeah. So here we go. Yeah, you're a troll. You're talking cause everybody goes. I got over 100 YouTube subscribers and over 5k channel views. And I'd give a about what he had to say because I know because I will make track after track about what you have to say. You had because I'm gonna be the diss track king.
It's kind of funny it took a nobody for you to finally rap for once.
Here we go. This track will be coming back November because I've been creating music. I've been cooking sometimes in the stew because I want to have LaBelle make a diss track about me. If he doesn't, he's a little bitchy. Because he is I don't want to bugs you. Just do it because if in case I want to be or actually die is like, I don't want to I don't want to this die because he's my boy and because he like the bread batch. That's right. I know the bread batch. He messaged him. And he messaged me. Now, at the owner of that.
Where you at?
No joke. I got a little bit of contact with some people, so. When I'm older, yo, collab soon. Right there. So yeah. Whoo, sorry if I. Yeah. Other else, ooh, LA Lights, let's go. I love this song by Net Nobody. It's one of my favorite songs. Like, to be honest, it's one of my favorite songs that Net Nobody released like a couple of years ago. So yeah. Here we go. Spend so much time grinding for the money. Fight in a cup, shit, nothing. Burning, to be bread earning. You do he get to do earning to me. To what they see. To a dream, make reality for a past travesty. Who the dust throw at me? I'll take the street with out of respect. And lights cloud my eyes, yeah. Please come and go. At least I shut my eyes, yeah. Just go with the flow. Any lights cloud my eyes, yeah. Please come and go. Any dreams cloud my eyes, yeah. I just go with the flow. No, not a fucking day. What can I say? Are you different? If you like to say it, you see you're pretty, you're screaming now. On this, talking, consuming, I vomit. Little for the moment, they saw it. To be honest, I just garbage. Let us have loose. Brand new, yeah. You must come on your belly. Don't you free me, you don't see me. You don't free me, yeah. And then lights cloud my eyes, yeah. Things come and go. The dreams come my eyes, yeah. With the flow. It lights cloud my eyes, yeah. It's come and go. The dreams come on, yeah. Go with the flow. Get it, to put it, I can put it in the Range Rover. Take over, we're the game over. Little risk, it is risk. It is just a little. Everything falls apart.
LA nights, LA lights, leave me through the dark. Last game, I'm here to win, put the shit on.
Got my arms.
Grinding, saying I'm killing this shit, this is just the start. It's from the heart,
Of course, the score didn't clear. Can't ignore anymore. Yeah, anymore. The lights come on. Yeah, this can go. The dreams come on. Yeah, go with the flow. Dreams come on. Yeah, this can go. The dreams come on. Yeah, let's go with the flow. Ooh, my back hurts. Hold up. I gotta, sit in a chair for what? What's this? It's a 20 feet, so I have to. My foot is at 21. We're good. Frick. Shut up. Ugh. I've never sat in this chair for a while, bruh. Oh my god, it feels so good. Feels so damn. So yeah, the next song I'll be singing to is um ooh, it's a good couple. Ooh, Shine. So here we go, Shine. Here we go. Shine.
Our cores all shine, don't get time to feel the life I'm living isn't fucking mine now. Our cores all shine, don't get time to feel the life I'm living isn't fucking mine now. We need to learn to afford it. Things that make us special, make us us. We need to trust that feeling in our guts. Living on the
Cause all love. We pursue but further to loving each other, hear one another who live this
papers. Not just a paper. Ha. All the things deleted. Tell me how the fuck that's living. All the things deleted. Tell me how the fuck that's living. Shine, look at the stars. Shine, look at the stars. You're my Shine, look at the stars. By now. Shine, look at the stars. By now. Shine, look at the stars. My no. Look at the sun, look at the sun, my no. I think 2 or 3 more. Alright. I'll cause sure it will be time for me to, head off. Ooh, there's sad song, hurricane. Ooh, this Remember is one of my favorite songs. I don't know, like nobody creates good songs. This was released
Hey,
August 14,
hey, yeah, it's
2018.
me.
So that
No,
was
I'm fine. Yeah, look, we just really need to
3
talk.
years. Damn.
Look, I have been happy for a really long time now, and I can't do this anymore. It's too hard, and I need to do some stuff for myself and just not worry about you anymore. I'm sorry. Bye.
Remember, remember sunny nights. Remember. You're too much, you just not too much, and I need to you up, and it's your Johnny love. Johnny does, and you just Johnny stuff. Johnny, choke it up. Johnny, baby. Johnny, going crazy. Johnny, lately. Remember. 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 Oh. You're gonna need that Lots of the plastic. Plastic. You don't know it. We want it. I'm hot. You don't know the light switch. You don't know a heartbeat. Remember. 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 Just, I think 3 more. For real, 3 more, then I'll, um, yeah. Ooh, fake friends.